Good afternoon. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Today is February the 11th. Happy TGIF. For those of you that will be getting off of work soon, or, it's Friday if you're going to have the weekend off. If any of my readings inspire you or resonate with you and you feel inspired to donate, my PayPal and Cash App is in the description link below. And if that's not an option at this time, please hit the like and subscribe button if you wish to honor that universal law of reciprocity. And I thank you. Okay, so with that, I'm going to do a general collective reading for whatever the present energy is. Okay. Please funnel through me clearly and directly for the intended collective, the energy and information needed, and protect it from outside influences that would seek to distort the divine messages. Please allow the intended listener to extract what is needed to put them on their highest path for their highest good, and use my tongue to channel the right words to deliver plain and simple so as to be understood with clarity and provide insight and light to their guided pathway in this life and maybe even the next. Amen and Amen Ra. Okay, so with that, let's get this reading started. I think I've already seen all my cards that are coming out, but okay. All right. Okay. Oh boy, I hope y'all can see this. Oh, she in here playing with me today. She got a sense of humor. Oh man. At the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Swords. Put it right there. All right. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Clarify, which is that's Aquarius energy. Oh, okay. So we have the Ace of Wands, and then we have a Page of Wands here, which can represent a new start, someone making progress, someone starting something, or it can represent a younger fire sign, possibly. Okay, so this could represent an Aquarius, possibly, Aquarius energy, or it could just represent someone that is at the bottom of the wheel of karma. Maybe they might not be, maybe someone has to start all over because they might be at this time paying for some karmic debt, which is fine. It's part of your process. All right, continue to please clarify that Wheel of Karma, Wheel of Fortune. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune, please. Okay. Let's see, we're going to be playing through this whole reading, throwing cards. All right. Yeah, it's fine. I see it. Nine of Pentacles reversed, just like I said. Someone right now is paying some karmic debt. So they're having to probably start a lot of things all over. Maybe start off financially all over again. Maybe they're going to have to build themselves back up. This might affect their lifestyle. I don't know. It could be due to a lot of things. It could be due to separation. It could be due to a divorce. It could be due to a loss of income, a loss of employment. Anything. When you're dealing with karma, it's many different ways that you can burn karma off. Okay. Give me one more card to clarify who is dealing with this Wheel of Fortune reverse. Who is this? Who's dealing with this? Someone that didn't make an offer, possibly? Okay. Oh, I saw the Cycle card. Okay, it fell back in the deck, but this is what was coming out too. Someone due to an offer, possibly, that was not made, that someone ended a cycle with. Okay. And clarify that Ace of Wands right there. Is that King of Cups energy? Who's that Ace of Wands? Ah, Pisces. Okay, so that was upright, actually. Okay. So it looks like you have a Pisces that's getting a brand new start. Interesting. It could be a Pisces getting a brand new start, or it could be any water sign. Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see. Or possibly someone's going to make a small offer. Please finish clarifying that Ace of Ace of Wands. Okay. Oh, somebody's coming with a small offer. Ah, someone that's going through karma. We got the Wheel of Fortune reverse. We got a Page of Wands, which means someone possibly is having to start all over again. They're not in a good living situation right now. They're probably either having to move or could be on eviction. You know, could be in between jobs right now. Maybe just driving for Uber and Lyft, trying to make ends meet. And we've got they ended a cycle with someone, or someone has ended a cycle with them because they didn't make an offer or someone didn't receive an offer from them. Okay, now they're trying to escape their karma. They're trying to escape their karma. Okay, so maybe this isn't a Pisces or water sign. Maybe this is just someone that now wants to offer, make a small offer or small gesture, maybe like a small friendly gesture to someone possibly that they may not have made an offer to in the past, because they might have gone another direction, because maybe they're trying to either escape their karma, or they're just trying to get help from this person perhaps. Okay. Now they're in a hot seat, and now if that person was a better option for them, they're wanting to go there to escape karma and get help, or to spread the love around. All their bad fortune, when they took the wrong road, they accumulated all kind of problems and bad fortune, and now they want somebody to help them with all their problems and all their baggage. They didn't went shopping in Karmicville. They went on a shopping spree at the Karmicville flea market, and they got all kind of disgusting baggage. Now they want to bring back to the person that they didn't make an offer to see if they can get them to take on some of their issues with them. Okay, so they're trying to get away with something now. Let's see. And clarify this King of Cups reverse. Clarify this. Who's in the King of Cups reverse energy? Okay. Star. Maybe this is an Aquarius. I don't know. This could be an Aquarius possibly. But it's someone that is feeling very low right now. Oh my. It's someone that's feeling very low right now. Interesting. Someone is in a deep depression. They're in a very, very deep depression with the Five of Cups here. And whoever this person is, they could possibly be a star or a rising star. Or this could be someone who's going through their karma right now, which might ultimately lead to stardom for them. And they're in the process of paying back karma and going through a transformation possibly. But I will go further and check. Yeah, this person's depression, this person's sadness, this person's karma, and ending cycle with friendships or relationships in their life, to try to start everything all over again as a new person. You have to tear down to rebuild all new. You have to tear everything out, even the foundation, to build brand new. Okay? So whoever this is, they might be a little narcissistic, or this could be a Pisces. This can be someone with Pisces in their chart. Sun, moon, rising. It can be heavily placed in their chart. And it's a person that used to manipulate people using emotions, possibly. Okay. And they're going through change right now, which ultimately will put them on their aligned, destined path. Okay, tell me more about this person. Who is this King of Cups reversed? Who is this King of Cups reversed? Yeah, somebody that's going through it right now. Someone is in very, very deep despair right now, because karma don't feel good when you're going through it's a dark night of the soul. Someone's going through a dark night of the soul, and it does not feel good at all. It feels like they are damn dying. They feel like they're dying. Because it's such a big contrast to who they are today. whoever this is, it's such a big contrast to who they are today. When you see this person 5-10 years from now, they're going to be like, I don't believe I used to be that person right there. I don't believe, I know I always use Malcolm X as a reference, but can you imagine Malcolm X in his final days looking at the Malcolm X when he was 18 and 19 years old and saying to himself, I don't believe I used to be that person. I don't believe I used to treat women like that. I don't believe I used to think and act and behave. I don't believe I used to put a damn conch in my damn hair. Wow, look at me back then with my gator shoes and zoot suit. I used to be so materialistic. Wow, I have changed. That's what this person is going to go through, a transformation. And it doesn't feel good because what they're going to turn into, they're going to turn into a brand new creature, a brand new type of person altogether. This is going to be such a transformation for them. You're not even going to know the way they talk and walk, the way they dress, the way they spend money, the way they think. This person, if they were shallow and materialistic, they might turn around and end up being a minimalist. They can mess around and end up being some kind of a monk, meditating somewhere. This is someone who's going through a dark night of the soul right now, and it hurts a lot right now because it's painful to start tearing down old ideologies and to start slowly stepping into old pain and wounds that have been left untouched and unaddressed, for decades, for decades, since childhood. These are things I haven't thought about in years. I never thought I'd have to think about them again, but in order to go through my healing process, I have to start taking a look at things to understand why I behave like I do, while I think like I do. Okay, do you want to tell me anything else about this King of Cups reverse, please? Yeah, they're going through this right now. Whoever this is going through this right now. That's why we have the Six of Cups reversed right here. Okay? Six of Cups reversed. It could be something that's happening in the present time. It could be happening within right today, the past few days, and in the upcoming days. This is a situation that is unfolding day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. Ooh, this person's going through it, and ooh, glory, I know exactly what they're going through because I went through it. What is that Bible verse? They become like a new creature. He who I have to look it up. Can't remember at the moment. Okay, so let's see. We've got. Please clarify that Seven of Cups right there. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Cups. I don't even really need to clarify the Seven of Cups too much. Yeah, they're hoping for a new start and a new blessing. Ultimately, they are going to get a new blessing and fulfillment. But first, like I just explained this, they have to revisit a lot of things from their past. Those Seven Cups all are showing different things that were very important to this person in their life. They meant the most to them. You got a whole cup full of jewelry. You got a whole cup full of all types of expensive jewelry and things that they like. You got all kind of things in different cups. Friends that they used to have. They're thinking about the friends they used to have. The habits that they used to do. That looks like a mushroom. The snakes in their life. They're just going through people they used to visit and hang out with. They're going through all of the memories from childhood, and different things in their life. In order to get this blessing that they have coming from the universe and when they get on their aligned path after they burn off some karma, they're having to go back in the past. You see that cloud around there? They're reflecting and going back to the past so that they can see what's in each one of these cups and start to dig it out, clean those cups out, and heal them. It's things that have to get healed. It's childhood wounds in those cups, that have to be addressed. There are lies that they believed about themselves, inside of those cups, that was taught to them either through energetically, by the way they were treated, by the way they were spoken to, and talked to, energetically, by things that people have said, or by actions, based on the actions that people took against them, or in certain ways, or that was displayed for them. It created, a belief system in them about themselves. They got to clean those cups out. You got a lot of dirty dishes there. Okay, before you can get this blessing from the universe, you got to burn off that karma, and in the process of doing that, you gotta clean out all of these cups from your past. You got to go into them and get the stuff out, the gook out the bottom. You got to clean them. Okay, clarify that Five of Swords reverse, please. Okay, so we've got Page of Swords, which is someone that likes to get straight to the bottom of shit. It could be an air sign, possibly. Clarify that Page of Swords. Could be someone. Oh, okay. Yeah, whoever this person is, either they have backstabbed and betrayed many people. That's what it's looking like to me with all these swords. Either they have backstabbed and betrayed many people, with their actions, with low vibrational actions, in an attempt that's it. This was a very competitive person. This person was very competitive, and they would compete with people that they were jealous of, that they felt like had things or possessed talents that they might not have had, and when they become jealous, they would become competitive, and they would gossip about. It was a gossiping person. They would destroy people and sabotage friends and people they were jealous of with their tongue. Yeah, with their tongues, sending out messages, to different people to try to sabotage them, whether it was with employment or relationships. As soon as they became jealous of somebody, they did this to a lot of people. They got a lot of mess to pay for and clean up. Yeah. Clarify that Two of Pentacles. Why that Two of Pentacles there? Yeah. Maybe their heart was broken at a young age. Please give me some more. Clarify the Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. Queen of Wands. So this person, their heart, they're trying to heal their heart right now. It could be a fire sign. But this person is trying to heal their heart right now. And it's a very, like I said, with these swords, it's a very painful process, and, all of my divine feminines and divine masculines, emperors and empresses, you remember when you went through your dark night of the soul, you know how painful that shit was. I can laugh today. Woo! You know how painful that, and it seems like forever. It seems like you sitting in that stuff forever. It seems like a dark tunnel that there is no end in sight to. And it hurts. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, she's showing up, right? So it's someone that is currently, their heart is broken. Their heart is broken. And they may be just starting to do their work. Go further. Clarify that Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Because they're just starting. It doesn't feel like they're making a lot of progress. But you are. It's just like, because they're just stuck in their head. Maybe this person is trying to meditate. Maybe this person is just trying to, for the first time, really trying to meditate. If this person is practicing meditation and it's like their first go round, this is a very difficult time and challenging. And the reason it is and it looks like this person is trying to heal their heart, but they feel like they're not making any progress. And the reason feel like they're not making any progress is, unless meditation is a regular practice for you and you've been doing it for some time now, when you first start meditating, you're up in your head with this Four of Swords here. You're up in your head about all these cups. This is how you are. All these cups. And it's like a merry-go-round in your head. You're like, am I doing this correctly? Because I don't feel like anything is happening. Because you're sitting here first thinking about this first cup. You're thinking about, your first memories when you was a child. You're thinking about your first ass whooping. You're thinking about your first fight with your siblings. And then you're thinking about favoritism in the family. Then you're thinking about when you went to school and how people treated you and how you saw things. Then you're thinking about the relationships around you that you saw with your mom and your dad and your aunties and uncles and how they treated each other in your community. Then you're thinking about, your first love and how they broke your heart, or how you were taught to love, or what you were taught, if you were even taught about love, or this is how your self-esteem started to really develop when you was in junior high and high school. And then you're thinking about your current child or children today and how you're living and trying to pay the bills. And then you're thinking about your job and your current situation and the karma that you're currently going through. And each one of these cups is like annoying as hell to be thinking about it, processing in your head, processing. Each cup for like 15 minutes is going around in your head, each one of these thoughts from the past. And when you finally get to the last cup, guess what happens? The first cup comes back around again, and you're thinking about it again and again. And you're like, am I doing this meditation thing right? Because I just feel like all these annoying thoughts are going around in my head like a merry-go-round. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And then when I finally get to the last one, the first one comes back again. But what you have to and this person is just up in their head. They're like, is this the healing process? Because if this is the healing process, this is some motherfucking bullshit. Hell with this. I'm going to just go back to my old ways. They feel like they're not making any progress. They're up in their head. They're going over the past. It's going around in circles in their head. And they don't feel like progress is being made. But this is the process. Whoever this is, you have to trust the process. It's not going to feel like anything is happening for a while. It's like when you go in the gym. You don't go in the gym and work out for 2 hours, one time, and then expect to see results. You have to have the faith in knowing that even when you're going to the gym every single day for a month and you don't see with your eyes any changes, there are changes that are taking place on the inside of your body. Just because you don't see it taking form right away doesn't mean it's not happening. You just start to feel those changes in the next coming months, when suddenly your clothing just starts fitting you a little bit different. You start noticing a little more tone in different parts of your body, but it takes time. But what you have to do to trust the process is to stick with it. In my other reading, I told you have to sit with it and just sit with it and sit with it and sit with it and sit in your pain and sit in your pain and let those thoughts run through your head. Let them go. Let them just go. Let them go. Don't fight them. The more you fight them, the more they're going to come. The purpose for your meditation is to allow those thoughts to process so you can analyze them. Analyze those situations you were in. Analyze how you felt. Analyze how it affected your behavior. Analyze how you reacted and how you act as a result of. Analyze, was that the high vibrational thing to do? Was that the high vibrational way to think? What would be a better, higher vibrational way? What do I need to change to make my life better? Each one of those cups that you're going through, you start off in your childhood and work your way up. What do I need to do to heal? What was I lied to about? And now that I have the awareness that I was lied to about who I am or who I was as a child, and I might have projected that growing up, let me make that correction, because I know that is not who I am. I can determine today who I am. I don't have to stick to this thought pattern. I don't have to feel like I don't have the self-esteem or the energy inside of me that I can't access, that I have to use these low vibrational methods to feel better about myself by attacking other people. Those are what you're going to be thinking about when you're processing all these cups. When you're thinking in meditation, and it won't stop. You're supposed to be analyzing and processing. And when you finally get to a resolve, then you go to the next thing. and the next thing. And as you get an awareness, and as you start to do a course correction in your brain through that meditation, when you're doing that course correction in your mind, it starts to lighten your spirit. You're not going to feel it happening until maybe a few months in, but you're going to start noticing you're going to be feeling lighter as you start to process your thoughts correctly and do all types of course corrections in how you act, and how you speak, and how you treat people. It's a slow process, but you have to have the faith. You have to have the faith that a change is taking place simply by you sitting on your ass still and being quiet and being peace, be still. You have to have the faith that a change is taking place, even if you can't feel it right away. It is happening. It is happening. I promise you it's happening. But you have to stick with it. Do not stop because you think you're not making progress. And your brain is like a merry-go-round. You know, that's what the Buddhist monks say. Your brain is like a damn flea. You know, just hopping from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. You know how many billions and billions of thoughts you have in your mind? Stick with it, fire sign. You stick with it. You're not going to feel anything at first, but you have to have the faith that it is happening and trust the process. I feel like somebody need to hear that. Clarify this King of Swords. Okay. Maybe people right now are having boundaries with you while you're going through your process and not wanting to put any more energy. Maybe people are not wanting to really put any more energy in friendships or relationships with you while you're going through your process. I need you to understand something. That is part of your process. Part of your process is isolation. You do go, I don't know, this might be kind of old, but anybody that remembers the Superman 1 movie back in the day, Superman 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I love those. And Lois Lane with her little corny looking self with her glasses. Superman, I remember in Superman 1 back in the day, that was the shit to watch those movies. But he always knew that he was different. He felt like, look, I'm talking about Superman like he's Jesus, right? He always knew that he was different from everybody else. It was something about him. He had abilities that his friends that he went to school with, you know, that didn't have. He lifting up cars, running faster than anybody else. You know, he was different from everybody else. He couldn't put his finger on it. He didn't know what it was. His parents knew, but he didn't know what it was, but he knew something about him was different. He came from somewhere else, and he had a destined path. He had different DNA. And that is you, fire sign. If this is in fact a fire sign, that is you. You have different DNA, which you'll probably learn about later on in your process. You have different DNA. Your DNA makes you a little more intuitive, a little more psychic, you know. And now that you're doing your shadow work, you're going to start developing that even more than before. So part of that process is isolation. At a certain point, you know, in the Superman movie, he kind of isolated himself during the teenage years because he became so awkward. He became so awkward because he was always different from everybody else. And that's when he became angry and frustrated and had to go find himself. So he kind of went off on his own journey, okay? In the Bible, Jesus disappears between the age of 12 and 33. You know, those were the rebellious years. People, you know, people want to take away human life, you know, normal human life, you know, from Jesus, okay? When and they assigned him the story of Isis, Horus, and Osiris, you know, the plagiarized story that was also applied to Krishna. Krishna and Siddhartha, the Buddha. You know, it's the same exact story because it was plagiarized from Egypt. Okay? But these were actually humans that had different DNA. They were a little more evolved. And they were on like their last lifetime reincarnation cycles. Okay, they were further evolved than the average person, and they became monks and isolated themselves after their wild years, after, going through those troublesome years. Don't you think for a minute that the Savior wasn't getting some ass? That's why they stopped talking about his ass between 13 and 33. They stopped talking, and he disappeared off the scene and came back because he was probably running through some ass. He probably was the King of Cups reversed. He's like, man, I'm so intuitive. I know how to figure these bitches out. Yes. Shoot, Siddhartha was. That's part of the process. That's what people don't understand. I can't stand goody two-shoes personalities. Well, I never did anything wrong. I followed all the rules. I stayed in between the white lines. I made sure, I can't stand those personalities. Like you're not supposed to make mistakes and do things the wrong way in your life, or pursue sometimes low vibrational things, or be the victim of them. That is a part of your process. That is a part of your process. And it's not to shame anybody. So that's just to say you are now going through a process, and you're going through an isolation period. Just like Jesus went through his isolation period, when he was raising his energy and consciousness to that Christ level. Okay? Just like Siddhartha and Krishna and Superman. Yes, I did. I did it. Yep, I went there. Okay. All right, please give me a few cards to finish this reading. King of Wands reverse. Oh, okay. That card tried to come out twice. That was the Moon card. Where is it? Where's that Moon card at? It was just popping up, but it's okay. The Moon card was popping out. So the King of Wands reverse is probably you, fire sign. This King of Wands reverse is probably you, and you either have a secret that you're holding on to, or maybe it's just secrets in your past, that you're holding on to. Give me more. Clarify why the King of Wands reverse came out. What's going on with the King of Wands reverse? Okay, Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, these are your old ways. Yeah, these are your old ways. These are things that you were doing. Yeah. Yeah, in that King of Wands reverse energy, you probably were using con artist type tactics to pull cons on people. You were probably pulling using your sex appeal, and using people's admiration of you, to influence them and to manipulate them into giving you whatever you wanted. Okay, that's why the Page of Pentacles is reversed. It's kind of someone that makes a little bit of money here and there by pulling cons. Okay, and you also you probably pulled some type of a con to try to bind up a Queen of Pentacles, and that's the secret. That's what. Okay, that's it. All right, I got it. All right, so that's the secret that you're wanting to release. So that's why I saw that. I didn't pull it out, but I saw the Moon card pop out, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's a secret. So you have some kind of secret about some type of con or something dishonorable that you pulled to try to bind up a Queen of Pentacles, and that guilt is weighing you down. That guilt is what's really bothering you. Because maybe whoever this Queen of Pentacles is was a really good person, and you knew that, and it's messing with your conscience now. But whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, if they were very high vibrational, spiritually, they understood what was going on, so they probably were on to you anyway. They probably were completely on to you anyway. But like I said, continue this. Let's see. Maybe it's a thing where you're feeling like you can't forgive yourself. Okay, Seven of Pentacles reverse. No longer watching or expecting anything to grow out of it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because of whatever was done, however you treated this person, nothing else is going to grow. Nothing else is going to grow. I guess if this was a friendship or something, nothing else is going to grow out of this. This person was probably in your life, for a designated amount of time, to enlighten you, okay? To enlighten you, and then to step back and allow you to have your tower moment, so that it would put you on your path, so that you could get on your aligned path and become the star that you were destined to be. I know that sounds cliche, but that is the truth. Okay? Yeah, you're not expecting anything else to grow, or they're not wanting anything else to grow. They don't want to grow any, or try to nourish any more of a friendship, possibly, if you've pulled a con, with this person. Whether it was an emotional con, or whatever the case may be, whatever the antics were. Why do they keep bothering me with this? But I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Okay. So, real quick, Bible school lesson. All right. Anybody in the Christian faith, you may or may not know the story of Jonah. Jonah was a prophet in the Bible. And God told Jonah, I need you to go to this land, this place called Nineveh. Let's call Nineveh Atlanta. How about that? God said to Jonah the prophet, and now Jonah the prophet had gifts just like you, fire sign. Jonah the prophet had gifts just like you, but Jonah was a little bit wayward, let's just say, okay? Jonah was the king of Wanderverse. And God told Jonah, I want you to go to Atlanta or Nineveh, because those people are cutting the hell up, and I am going to destroy them. But I want you to first go minister to them and give them an opportunity to change their ways, because the vibration is so low, vibrational, I'm just going to destroy their whole city. But I want to first give them a fair chance to repent and turn their lives around. So Jonah was like, what the hell? I do not want to go to no goddamn Nineveh. I hate going to Atlanta. It's humid as hell there. If my hair doesn't do good there. So Jonah slicked down his hair, and he hopped on a carnival cruise or a boat, of people going in the opposite direction, okay? And he tried to hide from God. And when he got on that boat, them folks was, doing the limbo and dancing and having a good time on that carnival cruise on the way to halfway to the Bahamas. And then a storm hit. And an angel appeared and told them, that God wanted Jonah to go to Nineveh to prophesy to those people, okay, before he destroyed them. And Jonah was hiding on the boat. So the people on this carnival cruise said, you know what, you're not about to mess this up for me. I've been saving up for 2 years for this, for me and my family. So they took Jonah's ass. They said, we're not worried about your hair getting messed up, and tossed him into the ocean, okay? They tossed his ass into the ocean, to save their own lives. So Jonah was swallowed by a whale, and that whale swam his ass all the way to Nineveh and spit him up on the land. So he went to Nineveh looking and smelling like shit, okay? But he prophesied to those people that he was told to. A lot of prophets in the Bible, they're given prophecies to go give to people. They're given aligned pathways that they have to get on, or they will be punished. Just like Jonah's ass got punished for trying to run from his calling. And he ministered to these people and he taught them. And guess what? The people accepted. Now Jonah looked down on this group of people because he looked at them like, oh, these people, they're not divine people. These are not Jewish people. These are not Hebrew people. These people are atheists. They're godless people. So he looked down on the people and thought that they were a complete waste of time, and ministering to them would be a waste of his time. But he did it anyway because, God gave him a spiritual ass whipping in that boat and made him lay in the belly of a nasty ass whale. Now, when he ministered to these people, they turned from their wicked ways. And they raised their vibration and started doing better and thinking better. They received the message. They actually received the message and started doing better. And everything started changing for them, and they averted God's wrath. Now, later on, after Jonah had delivered the message God told him to, he was bitter. And this is the part they wanted me to talk about. He had a lot of bitterness in his heart. He had a lot of bitterness in his heart because these are people that he looked down on, and he despised these people. And he was sitting like on a little island off to the side, and he was looking at these people like these people were doing all kind of bullshit. And God is just going to forgive them just like that? That's not fair. I just seen how these people were behaving. They have a reputation. They got a reputation. The hookers out there in Nineveh selling bad pussy. Ain't no children on this channel. I made it no kids. They're sacrificing righteous people. These people are like Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So Jonah was very judgmental, and he was angry that these people were granted forgiveness. Now, he was sitting on the island reflecting, and the sun came out and was beating upon his head, and it was hot. And his hair was probably melted off, his head from the acid in the whale's belly. So he was bald-headed. So his head started to burn. And God allowed a gourd. Now, a gourd is a plant. Imagine like a banana tree or something, growing up from the ground and hanging over your head to protect you from the sun. Right there while he was sitting, God allowed a gourd to grow up out the ground and cover his head to protect him from the sun. And as soon as he started to judge and despise the people of Nineveh for being able to free themselves after receiving the message and to take a different path and raise their vibration and do better, he actually despised them for doing better. He actually became jealous and was angry these people were doing better. And as soon as he started thinking in that negative pattern, the gourd shriveled up and disappeared, and the sun started burning his head again. And the lesson in that, and the reason I was used to bring that message, is because you can manifest just by your thoughts. You can change your life by changing your mind. Change the way that you think instantly. In an instant. God will protect and guide your steps as long as you are walking in the purpose that you were given gifts for. You were not given these gifts for nothing. You were given these gifts so that you could be used as a tool to help raise the vibration of people that you think might be hopeless. And as long as you are following your orders on your divine path, God will provide protection and put a gourd over your head to protect you from the sun, protect you from people, protect you from evil wishes, evil eye, protect you from unemployment, protect your finances, protect your children. Everything you do will be protected. All you have to do is keep a high vibrational mind and keep the right mindset. But in just an instant, just like that, if you change your mind and start thinking the wrong way, and you get off of your path and you go in the wrong direction, instead of going through this burning off your karma and going through what you need to go through to end your karmic cycle, instead of sitting there and going through your meditation and doing what you need to do, instead, if you get off your path with all the gifts and your contract that you agreed to be born in this 3D existence to do, if you don't adhere to it, just like that gourd burned up and disappeared and exposed him to the sun, then you will be exposed to evil and entities and anyone that want to attack your finances, attack your home, attack your family, attack you, attack your body, energetically and spiritually. You're going to lose that protection. Even when you're going through your karma, you will still be protected. If you just follow the orders that you've been given. The orders are right there in your spiritual contract of what you've been placed here to do. That's why you're different, Superman, fire sign. That's why you're different. You got to stick with it. I know it is not easy. You ask anyone that went through it. But if you stay, even while you're burning off this karma, even while you're starting all over, even while you're having to downgrade your living situation for a little, you're being broken down so you can be built back up. All of those, the material things that you felt like identified you and made people love you and gave you a certain kind of energy, you're going to have to get rid of that so you can see who you are without those things. Without all those material things, who are you? What are you made of? What's special about you? A lot. But you'll never find it when you're hiding behind all these material things, all these insecurities. You are on your divine path. You are going through karma. You need to continue to meditate. Okay? Continue to meditate. Continue to go through your process. You will be protected and your steps are guided. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.